Assalamu alaikum and very good morning, students. I hope you all are doing good and taking great care of yourself. So, welcome back to the English grammar class. And today I would be continuing with the chapter pronouns from the Grammar Gate textbook. Before moving towards our today's topic, let's just revise the topics which we learned in previous video quickly. Let's revise the topic quickly. The first thing we learned was possessive noun. A possessive noun shows the ownership or belonging of the particular person in the sentence. For example, Rahul's bike. So here the apostrophe S used along with the noun Rahul shows the possession and it shows that the bike belongs to Rahul. Now let's see another thing. A possessive pronoun is a pronoun that replaces the possessive noun and shows possession. We have already studied that a pronoun replaces the noun. In the same way, a possessive pronoun replaces a possessive noun. So let's see the table given over here quickly. For the first person singular, we use possessive pronoun mine. For second person singular, we use yours. For third person singular male, we use his. And for third person singular female, we use hers. For third person singular neuter gender, we use its. Now, for the plural forms, the first person plural possessive pronoun is ours. For second person plural, it remains same, that is yours. And for third person plural, the possessive pronoun is theirs. We also learnt demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns point out to the specific person, place, or thing that they refer to. It means that these pronouns point out people or things. We use the demonstrative pronoun this for singular number and these for plural number when the specific person or thing is near the speaker. And we use the demonstrative pronoun that for singular and those for plural when the specific person or thing is far away from the speaker. Now let's move on towards our today's topic, that is reflexive pronoun. Let's see what is reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronouns are the words ending with self for singular number or selves for plural number that are used to refer back to the noun or the pronoun that is both the subject and the object of the sentence. So students, can you tell me what is a sentence made up of? Well, we have learned that a sentence is made up of subject, verb and object. Now, in the sentences where the subject and the object are same, then those sentences are considered to be having reflexive pronouns in the place of object. Let's see one example. For example, he blames himself. So in this sentence, he is the subject. That means he is the doer of the action and it is also the pronoun used for third person singular masculine gender. And blames is the verb or you can say the action word which is carried out by the subject he. And the word himself is in the place of the object. Here, him is again used for the third person singular masculine gender and we have added the word self to show his oneself or his reflection. It means that the subject and the object are same. So here the word himself is the pronoun which reflects the action back to the doer of the action and so it is said to be reflexive pronoun. Reflexive sounds like reflection, the image in the mirror that bounces back at you. Just like the image you see when you are standing in the front of the mirror. Who do you see? Well, we can see ourselves when we are standing in the front of the mirror. In the same way, a reflexive pronoun reflects back to the subject. A reflexive pronoun can be used as a direct object, indirect object, or object of a preposition in the sentence. Let's learn in detail the reflexive pronouns. So here let's see one example. Alia bought a cake for Alia. So here students, Alia is the subject of the sentence who bought the cake. And she bought the cake for whom? She bought the cake for her. That means the subject and the object of the sentence are same. And Alia is considered to be third person singular. So instead of repeating the noun, we can use the reflexive pronoun herself. So here the pronoun herself reflects back to the action of the doer, and that is Alia. So we can rewrite the sentence like this. Alia bought a cake for herself. Now let's study the reflexive pronoun for first person singular. Now we have already learned that the first person is the person who is speaking. We can see in the image that says, I hurt myself. So students, just ask the question to yourself, whom did I hurt? You would get the answer, I hurt myself. So here, I is the subject who is carrying out the action, and myself is the object which is reflecting the action done by the subject, that is I. So myself is the reflexive pronoun used for first person singular when it refers to the subject I. Now let's see the reflexive pronoun for first person plural. So here the first person plural include the person who is talking along with others. So we can see the image. What does it say? We warmed ourselves in the cold weather. So here we is the subject and the object is ourselves. So students, we can see that the word ourselves, which is in the place of object, reflects back the action done by we. It means that the subject and the object in the sentence are same. So ourselves is the reflexive pronoun used to refer back to the subject we. So ourselves is the reflexive pronoun used for first person plural. Let's move on to the reflexive pronoun for second person singular. Let's see what the image says. Hi Jim, are you enjoying yourself? So here the subject is you, who is carrying out the action of enjoying, and the object of the sentence is yourself, which reflects the action done by the subject you. So yourself is the reflexive pronoun used to refer back to the subject you. And I hope you remember what is second person singular. It's the person whom we are talking to. And so yourself is the reflexive pronoun used for second person singular. Let's move on to the reflexive pronoun for second person plural. Students, we have learned till now that the pronoun for second person always remains same whether it is singular or plural. But in case of reflexive pronoun, it's not the same. What does the image shows over here? The teacher said to the students, you need to read lesson by yourselves. In this sentence, the pronoun you refers to the students to whom the teacher is talking. So as the students are in plural form, so the pronoun you also presents the second person plural pronoun. and it is also the subject of the sentence, and the object of the sentence is yourselves, which reflects back the action of the subject, that is you. So yourselves is the reflexive pronoun used to refer back to the subject you. So students, you might have understood that the reflexive pronoun yourselves is used for second person plural. Let's see the reflexive pronoun for third person singular. The third person is the person about whom we are talking, and the third person can be masculine, feminine, or neuter gender. Now let's see the image over here. It says Laura couldn't carry the bag by herself. So here the subject of the sentence is Laura. She is third person, singular and feminine gender. And the object of the sentence is herself. And the word herself reflects the action done by the subject, that is Laura. So herself is the reflexive pronoun used to refer back to the subject Laura, and Laura is third person, singular number and feminine gender. So herself is the reflexive pronoun used for third person singular feminine gender. Let's see the reflexive pronoun for third person singular masculine gender. Well, you can see the image over here. What does it say? He looked at himself in the mirror. So here, he is the pronoun used in place of third person singular masculine gender, and it is also the subject of the sentence, and the object of the sentence is himself, and the word himself reflects back the action, that is looking in the mirror, done by the subject, that is he. So himself is the reflexive pronoun used to refer back to the subject he. So himself is used as a reflexive pronoun for third person singular and masculine gender. Let's move on to the reflexive pronoun for third person singular neuter gender. So what can you see in this image? It says the dog cleans itself. So here the subject is the dog who is carrying out the action of cleaning, and the object in the sentence is itself. So the word itself shows the action carried out by the subject, that is the dog. So the subject and the object are same. So itself is the reflexive pronoun used to refer back to the subject dog, and dog is considered to be third person singular neuter gender. So itself is the reflexive pronoun used for third person singular neuter gender. Now let's see the reflexive pronoun for third person plural. So here the third person plural would be the people about whom we are talking, and they could be masculine, feminine or neuter gender. Let's see what does the image say. They didn't hurt themselves in the accident. Here the subject of the sentence is they, and it is the pronoun used for third person plural, and the object of the sentence is themselves, and it reflects back the action done by the subject, that is they. So themselves is the reflexive pronoun used to refer back to the subject they, and remember they is considered to be third person plural. So themselves is the reflexive pronoun used for third person plural. So students, I hope that you have understood reflexive pronoun and the reflexive pronouns used for first person, second person and third person, singular and plural number. And if you have any doubts, You can write down in the comment box. We would try to resolve your doubts as soon as possible in appropriate manner. Over here, I have given you a small exercise related to reflexive pronoun. Fill in the blanks with the correct reflexive pronoun. So, after looking at the subject of the sentence, you have to write down the reflexive pronoun in the place of the object. I hope you would carry out the exercise in your textbook and we would check the answers in the next video. See you soon and thank you, students.